Okay, so now I'm going to show you a walkthrough of the whole system of MatApps, what you'll be using to update and keep your apps going. So when you log in, this is what you'll be met with. Yours will have your username up here and your club app here. So this is the basic editor which everyone will be using. We're going to go through the items at the side first, and then we'll go through the app menu and then the details on editing pages. So first you have your dashboard overview, which just gives you a sample of what your app currently looks like, which is this. And then if we go to menu and pages, this is the page that you'll be doing most of the work on, so we'll come back to this page later on. Icons and images, this is where you can manage any items that you have uploaded. You can select your type and then hit fetch list. And this is where you can also upload new items, so you can upload a menu icon, which we'll go through later, a menu banner image, a launcher icon, an image for the page, an audio file for a page, or a video file for a page. Then we'll get to styles, and this is where you can change the color of the background and the title bar, the name of your app description, any margins on the page or pages, the background of any pages. This is where you would change your banner item, so you can pick it to be whatever. So say we pick welcome 512, so that would just change that to welcome, but we're going to go back to the one that we had selected originally. You can also have it as a single column, and that'll change it to whatever the native width is of your device that you're using. But we can go with a multi-column, and you can pick how many columns you have. So you can have 3 columns, you have 1 column, you can have 2 columns. That's up for you to decide. And you can also change the border menu color. I just set it to match the top, but you can change all those as well. You can also have the things be rounded if you want, or just have them square. You can change the border size on whatever of the icons that you want. I just have it as none, so there is none. And then you can add padding as well around the menu buttons. Again, that's all up for you to decide yourself. But this is basically just how you change all the style on it. You can change the text. If you decide to have your menu be text instead of pictures, you can do that as well. And this is where you would change all of that. So in group settings, then this is where you change the admin, all of the different access groups. This is where you change all of their details. So we have 5 here that cannot be changed. The names of them can't be changed. So admin, test and review, youth, leader, and parent. So this is where you can change the password for any of them, and then hit save, and that will ripple across. But you can also add new groups in case you want to add anything in here for specific groups of young people, like your members committee or like a specific group, work group or whatever. You can add a group in here, and then you can make a page only accessible by them and yourselves, which we will go through later on as well. Then all of this app, and so you can have it that whenever this app is downloaded, that you can have a code that people need to download, and then ignore this native Android iPhone app. This is all done by myself or John Key or Stephen Bridget, the people who run MatApps as well, will handle all that. Notifications, this is where you can change your notifications, not change them, send them out. So you can either send them to all users with passcodes, or to a specific phone or ID. And then you can change the type to a user event, sound on phone, the color of it, the title, blah, blah, blah. We'll go through all this after as well, and then you can hit send notification. There is a separate video on notifications that you can go and look through. Resource library, this is basically just, you can fetch the resource that you have uploaded. Stats reports, this is not really for your use either. Useful links, this has some videos on it as well that MatApps have made that you can go on and have a look through. And that's just the about page. So this is the about page of this MatApps editor. Again, the most important pages that you'll need will be the notifications, groups and settings, styles, icons and images, and menu and pages. So if we go to menu and pages, so this is what this looks like. There are sometimes just be notifications like this on the top that you can't get rid of, but that's okay because they're just there to let you know that they've made a change to the editor. You can hide like certain elements of this if you want. Just hit the buttons that say hide or show if you just want to have the content of the page there for you to do. We're going to have a look at the site editor, the app menu. I'm just going to open it up. So here you have all of the pages that are currently in this app. So we have welcome, club program, news, notice board, young people, parent zone, staff area, and club admin. You'll notice that all of these ones that are sub menus use the percentage sign. That's how you know that it's a sub page. So you would have but then you'll have club program on, percentage sign, what's on, and that shows you that what's on page has to come underneath the club menu when you're looking at this item here, the menu here. So if we close this up again, so we're going to show the metadata now, and I'm going to go through this. So I'm just going to hit edit metadata. So you can also add a new page or delete this page as well. So this is the metadata. So you can change the page type to be a page, which is just like the pages within the app. You can have it to be a web link, which automatically goes to a different web page. You can have it as a resource, which is the same as a web link, except the web source is hosted in this server. You can have it to a Google Doc or to a Team Up calendar as well. Then you can change the name of the page, and you can change the picture of the page, or you can not have a picture, hit none, and have the menu item do what color, whatever, be what you want. And if we hit save changes and we go and reload this now, and not go back like I did, if we reload it, that will now just be a white box, or green box even. So we're just going to change that back to the picture that we had for now. So that is the metadata item. So basically what it just means is the page type and the page name. So you shouldn't have to change them unless you're creating a new page. And to create a new page, we just hit add new page, select type, say we'll do a page, and if you want this to come underneath welcome, we'll do welcome sign test page, let's say. And then we'll just pick activities, and we'll have the menu button color be pink. I'm going to hit save changes. So now this won't be on the app yet because we haven't hit publish, so we're just going to hit publish to app. And then if we reload this, we're going to have activities over here, and there it is there. So we're going to delete this page, just hit delete page. So what we're going to do now is go through the attributes. So the attributes for the page, this is where you can decide who has access to the page. So you can just by ticking them. So if I tick those two now, that means that page is only accessible by admin and test and review groups. Youth, leader, and parent won't have access to it. They won't even see it come up on their menu. But if none of them are ticked, like it was at the start, then everybody has access to it. You can also add a page key. So if you want a specific page to, say you don't want to create a new group and you only want certain young people to have access to a page, you can set a page key and just give them the password for it. You can also change the background here, or if it's a web page and you want it to open up in a new tab instead of the same tab, you can set this and that'll upload it to a new page. So that's the attributes of the page. So again, that's mainly for the security aspect of it. So if I go down to see the parent zone policy locker, you'll see that admin is ticked and parent is ticked. So that means the only people can see it are the parent groups and the admin groups, and that's that. Now we have this TinyMC editor, CK editor, and ACE-Source editor. So what that is, it's just different versions of the text editor that comes up in the bottom. This TinyMC editor is new, so all of your pages were originally developed in the CK editor. That doesn't mean that you can't change anything on this new editor. You can edit every page except for the What's On page of this TinyMC editor. The club program What's On page, so this one here has to be edited in the CK editor, and that has to do with the source code that's on the page, so the CSS code. So you don't need to worry about that, just know. And there is a separate video on this if you're ever editing the club program page. It just has to be CK editor. Hopefully we're going to get a fix that you can edit it on the TinyMC editor. Sorry, that was a motorbike going through my window. But right now you just have to do it on the CK editor. So I'm going to do most of the explaining. I'll do the explaining for this one on this page, but then we're going to do most of it on the new TinyMC editor. So if we edit the web page, how you edit this, so you click this source code one here, the second one in, so that just brings us up the background of the code. So you don't need to worry about anything that's within this style tag. What you need starts here at this UL. So this is all of your, whatever you have submitted as being your club program. So if you ever want to add anything else, say to Monday night, you just copy from the P tag to the end of the P tag and paste it within, just right underneath. And then you can change it to be whatever you want. So if we just have test group in here, and we'll hit OK. What you can also do then is add anything extra. So if we edit this now and you wanted to add a new day, say from this open LI tag here to this closed LI tag, you have to copy all of that and just paste it, and then you can edit it to be whatever you need it to be. I'm just going to hit Sunday 3. And then if we save and publish this, and then we go back to, just reload this, and go to club program, you'll see now that Sunday 3 has appeared, and on Monday we have that extra group. So that is the only page that you need to edit in the source code. Everything else you can do just on this text editor. So say we go to the news page, and we go to the TinyMC editor, and we go edit page. So you can just essentially type in test event, testing, and then you can make that big again. We just change the font size and bold it. So it's like essentially then it becomes why can't I find words? It becomes just editing a Word document. So if we save and publish that, and we go back here, and we go to news, you'll see test event has come up. So it's just like editing a Word document then. So say we wanted to go to staff area. So this is staff area meetings, not staff area meetings. We want to go to notice board and meet the team. So this is meet the staff team. What you can do here. Then if you want to upload a picture, again, you always have to hit edit page text. So if you want to upload an image, you just go to this wee image page here. We're going to upload, we're going to click source, and that will bring us up to the server. And I'm just going to click on anything here, and we're just going to do height 200, so it's taking up our whole page, and that's just going to bring this up. So it's just a Word document then, and that's how you add an image, and then just delete it by hitting the backspace button, and that'll take it away. You can also change the font just how you would normally on a Word document, so it becomes very easy then. So all of the pages are like this. Now say you wanted to add in a tab subpage. If you just hit this, we want to have 2 tabs, hit save, and then we can just change the tab for tab 1, test tab 1, and then if we click tab 2, test tab 2, and that just allows you to give different options within a page, so you can have the 2 different page types then. So if the 2 different tabs with the different text on them in the same one, and then if we just hover this and write news of the day, and if we hover this and just write staff meetings, say you want to have, we save and publish this, and we go back here, and we go, not news, we were just in news, notice board, meet the team, we'll have this up here now. So that's the staff meetings and everything. But again, you don't need to use that. That's just another feature that you can use if you want to. Uploading a video as well. You can do that by just clicking this button here, and you can either do it through one that you have on your computer, or you can embed a YouTube video, and that's just, you can do that in there as well. You can also add in colored sections. Say we want the color to be red, and that just then allows you to have the background color of one section be red text. If you want to add, and then a summary with expandable details, so we write the summary here as test tab, and then we have details of summary here. We hit save here, and then you can just, if we save and publish this, and we go back out to here, and we go on this board, meet the team, we can just take that down and that's there as well. So that'll be handy for like news, meetings, news tabs or anything that you have. You can just have the title of the news item and then just tab it down and have the details be there, so it's not all on the one page. But that is the basics of what you need to know to edit a page. It's basically without needing, you don't need any HTML or CSS or JavaScript experience. You just need to know how to edit a Word document essentially, and that's what it is. You can insert a table. If we had edit page text here, you can insert a table here, and that will just, insert your table for you. You can add a merge tag, which is just, merge tags are to do with like Word documents if you want to add them all up, but you do not need to use them at all. If you want any further details on that, just let Steph know, and I'll send you out information on them. But you can insert, one thing I will actually go over before we finish up is iframe. So if we insert iframe, so iframe is a way to, we'll go to YouthOnline, just youthonline.org. I know it's under construction, but I'm just going to steal it. So if we go to YouthOnline and copy this page and we paste that there and we hit save, then that's going to bring us up a preview of that web page within our app. So it's a good way to having, if you have PDFs that are hosted on Google Docs or Microsoft OneDrive or anything, you can show them in here by copying the URL of the sharing. And they can all be previewed from within the app instead of having to go outside of the app at any time. So that is a broad overview of the system. There is individual videos up on the YouTube channel, which, up on the SharePoint, like I think they are now, that Steph has sent out, which go into a few bits in more detail.